everyone, namaste and welcome to my Dubai Fitness Challenge Vinyasa Flow video. My name is Sonia and for the next 30 minutes I'll be guiding you through an amazing, beautiful Vinyasa flow. So feel free to modify my exercises based on your own ability and take as many water breaks as you need to. And yeah, let's get going. So we're going to begin by coming onto your mat. So come into any comfortable seat. Okay, and before you begin, I just want you to relax your fingers. So we hold a lot of tension in our hands. So just relax those fingers, circle your wrists out. Okay, other way. And then just wiggling your jaw, another place we hold tension. Just wiggle it out. And then open and close your mouth. Beautiful. And then we're just going to roll or take our shoulders up towards our ears as we inhale through our nose. Open your mouth. Let's do two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Relax your face and just let your hands chill either on your knees or in your lap, somewhere that feels good and comfortable for you. So we're going to begin by just taking a few moments of grounding. So closing your eyes and just disconnecting from the outer world. As you reconnect to your inner world. Taking these few moments just to slow down. We all live such fast-paced lives, constantly on the move, on the go. So it's always nice before we begin our flow practice in yoga to ground, to slow. On your breath. And begin to slow down your breath. Begin to lengthen your breath. Deepening your breath. If you notice your mind wandering, don't be too hard on yourself. It's absolutely fine. We're just human, not perfect. So if you notice if it wanders off, just bring that attention of your mind back to the sensation of your breath as it flows in and it flows out. Rise and fall, the in and the out. The up and down. Taking one last big breath in through your nose. Out through your nose, bringing your hands together in namaste. Bowing your head. As we set the intention today, the intention of strength, and just take a moment to resonate with this intention of strength, whereabouts in your life do you feel like you could do with some strength? Seeding in this intention. When you're ready, rubbing your hands together, cupping your eyes with the palms of your hands. then slowly opening out your eyes. Okay. Keep your gaze soft. As you inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, palms press together, hands to heart. Let's do 2 more like that. Big inhale through your nose. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. This time you're going to inhale, reach your arms up. So I'm going to be mirroring you. You're going to bring your left hand down, reaching your right arm all the way up and over. Breathe. Inhale through center, exhale other side. Inhale through center, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, palms facing down, folding down. As we honor the earth beneath us, taking a few moments here to breathe, to connect with Earth Mother. Honoring the space. As you inhale, look up. As you exhale, twist towards your right side. As you inhale through center, exhale, twist the other way. Inhale through center, exhale, walk yourself up. Okay, let's come onto all fours now. So just making sure that your knees are hips distance, that your toes are tucked under, your fingers are spread, okay? And as your fingers are spread, even lifting the palm of your hand slightly. So a nice way to think of this, it's called palm arches, is imagine palm in a basketball, okay? Another way to think of it is like animal claws, how animals have their little claws like curled under. Okay, keep those fingers spread, keep pressing down through the tips of your fingers, toes tucked under. And then we're going to inhale, come up, breathe. And then you're going to exhale from your mouth, curling into cat. Inhale through your nose for cow pose. That rhymes. Exhale. Inhale through your nose for cow pose. Last one, exhale from your mouth. Beautiful inhale, spine is neutral. We're going to take a few circles now with our hips. If you like, you can even reach your arms further forward and just circling out your hips in one direction. And when you're done with about 3 or 5 in that direction, take it over other way. Breathing. If we're not breathing, we're not practicing yoga. Okay, come back to center, reach your arms further forward. Now before we go into our downward facing dog, make sure that your shoulders, your elbows and your middle finger in a diagonal line so that your hands are under your shoulders. So really reach them forward. And then tuck your toes under, keep your feet and knees hips distance, reaching your tailbone up and back, as well as your sit bones. And we're going to begin by bending one knee and straightening out the other. And just shake out your head, yes, no. Okay, so if we are beginners, like absolute beginners, I prefer that you keep your knees bent and keep reaching or pressing your belly against your thighs. Breathe. Option 2 is to keep the knees straight, okay? But wherever you are, just make sure you're not rounding your spine like this. So if you're a beginner, I'm going to do your option with the knees bent. Keep breathing. And then inhale, straighten out your knees for all of us. And then exhale, we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. As you inhale, look up halfway. As you exhale, fold. As you inhale, reach your arm all the way up overhead, reach towards the sky. As you exhale, hands by your sides. Okay, a few warm-up flows for our spine, for our whole body actually, even the backs of our legs. So as you inhale, reaching your arms overhead, reach towards the sky, but press down into the earth through the soles of your feet. As you exhale, diving down into the earth. As you inhale, bring your hands on your shins and look up towards the top of your mat. As you exhale, take it into a plank pose. Remember, palm arches, fingers spread. Now, if you want, keep your knees down for this plank, for all the planks in fact. Otherwise, lift the knees. Imagine you've got a wall at the top of your mat that you're pressing the top of your head into, keeping your gaze between the thumbs. Keep that belly engaged, keep pressing the heels back. Keep breathing. Okay, now you're gonna bring those knees down, and as you bend your elbows, keep squeezing them to your side body, chest and chin. Exhale, bring your entire front body down, untuck those toes, hands under shoulders, squeeze the elbows to your side body, lift your chest up, cobra. Inhale, exhale, fold. Keep squeezing the elbows. Now you're gonna roll your right shoulder back, roll back, look back towards your right heel. Roll the right shoulder forwards. Keep squeezing those elbows. Other side, left shoulder rolls back, inhale. Exhale, left shoulder rolls forward. Squeeze the elbows, tuck the toes under, push back, bum to heels, gaze between your thumbs. Okay, from there, we're gonna take it into a downward facing dog. Now remember, you can keep your knees bent in your downward facing dog the entire time. Wherever you are, just make sure that your feet are hips distance. Breathing here. Deep breaths. Inhale, walking your hands back towards your feet. Bring your hands on your shins, look up towards the top of your mat. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising, reaching your arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, let's continue. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, hands and shins, look up towards the top of your mat because that's where you're going. Exhale, walk yourself forward into a plank. Now we're going to move dynamically through each pose, just one breath, one movement. So bend your knees, place them down, squeeze your elbows. Exhale, chin, chest and chin. Squeeze your elbows, tops of your feet flat. Lift your chest up so you could be here. This is where you could be, okay? That's your first option. Cobra pose. Exhale. Tuck your toes under, bum to heels, gaze forward between your hands. Exhale, downward facing. This one we're gonna hold 3 breaths. Now, I want you to imagine that every time you inhale, your breath goes towards the backs of your legs and even towards the soles of your feet. And every time you exhale with an open mouth for the next few, you release any tightness from your legs. Inhale once again. Imagine that the breath goes towards the backs of your legs, all the way towards the soles of your feet. And with an open mouth, releasing tension, releasing tightness from your legs. One more inhale. Open your mouth. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. As you inhale, look up towards the top of your mat. As you exhale, fold. As you inhale, rising all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, we're gonna do one more like that and then switch the flow. So, as you inhale, reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, diving down, maybe a little faster this time. Inhale, hands and shins. Exhale, look up towards the top of your mat. Walk yourself into a plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, chest and chin. Untuck your toes, squeeze your elbows. Cobra, or maybe this time we come into an upward facing dog. Okay, be mindful of your own body. Exhale, knees come up. Downward facing dog. So this is where we're going to begin to switch up now. As you inhale, reach your right leg up, 3-legged dog, up towards the back of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knee, bring it towards your nose. Use your abs, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Okay, keep pressing down through the right foot. Keep reaching back through the right sit bone. So up and back, if you want to scoop that right sit bone up and back, and keep drawing the left hip forward. So if you've got blocks, okay, you can place one on one side of your foot, or on the other you can even place books or cans from your pantry. And then breathing here. And then you're going to straighten out your knee as much as you can. Now, remember, we're all unique. We all have different body types. So some of us may be here for our straight leg. Okay, some of us may be here. Some of us may be able to go all the way straight. Wherever you are, it's just important that you think about continuously scooping this right sit bone up and down. And breathing. And then inhale, you're going to bend your knee. Exhale, you're going to straighten. Inhale, you're going to bend. Exhale, you're going to straighten. Now, inhale, you're going to bend. Press down through the sole of that right foot. Press down through the left toes. Inhale to rise into a high lunge. Okay, keep that back foot active. Keep pressing that right foot down. A little mantra I like to use is toes before pose. So that reminds us to keep those feet active. Keep reaching, rising up through the fingers and the top of your head. Keep pressing down through the feet and the hips. Inhale, you're going to bend your elbows. So wobbling is good. As you can see, I'm a bit wobbly too. It means our balance is getting stronger, our nervous system's getting stronger. Inhale, exhale. Now you're going to straighten out both your knees and your arms. So it's fine to wobble. I'm wobbling as well. Exhale, bend both your knees, bend your elbows, cactus arms. Inhale, let's do 4 more. Exhale from your mouth. Inhale through your nose, open your mouth. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, exhale, and bringing your hands down on either side of your foot. Bring your back knee down, straighten out your front leg. Now, imagine that you are plugging that leg into the hip socket, okay? So draw it back, plug it in. Flex the foot, remember toes before pose, important mantra to remember. Foot is active. So again, you can have those cans, those blocks, those books around your foot. Stay upward, especially if you've got tight hamstrings. Otherwise, exhale, folding, keep flexing the foot, keep pressing that foot into an imaginary wall, as well as the top of your head into an imaginary wall. Keep breathing. Inhale, step onto your foot, plant your palms, exhale. Now, little bit of a challenge. Remember, everything in this video is optional. If it's not vibing with you, just ignore me, okay? Option, if you want to add a bit of strength, lift your right leg up. We're going to do 3 yoga push-ups. So, right leg lifts up, come into plank, push up, exhale, inhale, back into downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, inhale, so you can like literally ignore me here. It doesn't mean that you have to do it. Exhale, inhale. Okay, beautiful. Right leg comes down, left leg goes up. Breathe, all 3 leg dogs. We're doing the whole sequence on the other leg. Breathing, inhale, bend your knee, bring it towards your nose. Use your abs, shoulders over wrists. Inhale to rise. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your left foot between your hand now. Back knee stays up. Think of scooping this left hip, or sit bone rather, sorry, up and back. Think of drawing the right hip forward, okay? Remember, place those blocks, those cans, those books, whatever you're using around your foot if you have to. Breathing. Straighten out your leg as much as you can to your own degree. We're all unique. We all have different body types. Okay, what works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. And then wherever you are, whether you're almost straight with that left knee or all the way straight, keep drawing that left hip back. Keep pulling that right hip forward. And if you want, you can fold. Breathe. And then we're going to bend the knee, inhale, exhale, straighten. Bend the knee, inhale. Exhale, straighten. Bend the knee, inhale. Toes before pose, both your feet are active. As you rise, lifting up into that high lunge, reach your fingers all the way towards the sky, scooping. I know I keep talking about that left sit bone scooping up and back, but it's so important. Keep drawing your right hip forward, reach your arms up, and think of rooting down through the soles of your feet to rise up. Breathe, high lunge. Bend your elbows, cactus arms. So just make sure that your elbows and shoulders are in one line, yeah? Breathing here. Smile. Tricking your brain and your nervous system by breathing deep and smiling. Okay, you're going to straighten everything out as you inhale. You're going to bend both your knees and both your elbows. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Now the last three, I want you to inhale through your nose. I want you to stick out your tongue. Lion's breath. 2 more. Last one. Amazing. Inhale. You're going to bring that back knee down. You're going to straighten out that left leg as much as you can. All that's important here is that you're flexing that left foot and you're thinking of plugging that left leg into the left hip socket. Fingers, tips of your fingers down or hands on blocks. Keep pressing into an imaginary wall with your foot and the top of your head in front of your mat, at the front of your mat, sorry. Breathing. Inhale, you're going to step onto your foot. Now remember, these yoga push-ups are optional. So if you're taking them, lift your left leg up, okay? Stay there. Or join me, just 3, inhale, exhale. Downward facing dog, let's do 2 more, inhale, exhale. Downward facing dog, inhale, exhale. Downward facing dog, and exhale, bring your foot down. Okay, we're in our downward facing dog now, we're breathing. And then exhale, bring your knees as wide as the mat, bring your big toes to touch. And take it back into child's pose, balasana. Surrender to gravity as you bow down to the earth beneath you. Oftentimes we relate the word surrender to something negative, like we've given up. But if we think of the word surrender as letting go, as releasing, and it's only when we let go, it's only when we release do we pave a path for new opportunities, for new beginnings. So truly for the next 3 breaths, just let go, surrender into this pose. Breathe. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stay in the balasana legs. Just twist your torso towards the right side. Okay, your first option is to stay here. Your second option is to bring your left hand onto the back of your right. Now, if that's too much, ignore me. Breathing. Okay, let's take it over to the other side now. So twisting your torso towards the left, bringing your right hand onto the back of your left hand, if that works. Breathe. And then inhale, back through center. Exhale, walk your hands back. Okay, we're going to straighten out those legs. Now, for our forward bend, we're going to do a little bit non-traditional. Starting with your right hip, right sit bone. Take your hands, scoop. So find your sit bone, not your glute. Your sit bone, it's all the way on the bottom where your leg connects to your glute. Find that pokey sit bone, lift it up, and then draw your leg back. Okay, so immediately you can see my leg's been drawn back, and my right pelvis is tilted forward. I want you to do the same thing on the other side. So lift your left sit bone up, draw it back, okay? So imagine that your sit bone bones are like little roller skate or skateboard wheels, and we're on the edge of those wheels, okay? Constantly draw your hips and your sit bone back. Keep tilting that pelvis forward. Now, for your feet, remember toes before toes, keep the feet active. Keep pressing them against an imaginary wall. Now, it doesn't matter where you are. In fact, some of us may even want to keep the knees bent, have our hands around the hips, and pressing that belly onto the thighs, using the strength of your arms to do this. If you can reach for your toes, it doesn't mean that you're more advanced. It just, like I said, it's different body types. So if you can reach your toes, we're not going to fold here. We're just going to reach towards them, keeping that chest extended, and think of reaching the top of your head into or onto that imaginary wall. Breathing. Okay, inhale. We're going to come down onto our backs now for the last couple of poses. So come onto your back. You're going to bend your knees, hugging your knees to your chest, just taking a few rocks. And when it feels good for you, you're going to open your arms out into a T shape. Exhale, take your knees over towards the right, gaze towards the left. 3 breaths here. Inhale through center, exhale, knees to the left, gaze towards the right. Breathe. Inhale through center, optional, happy baby. Feet are flexed from the inside of your legs. Hold on to your shins or onto the blade end of your feet. Breathing. And then releasing, letting go into the most important pose of any yoga practice, Shavasana. Let your legs be slightly wider than your hips, your hands on either side of your hips, palms facing up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. 2 more inhale. Last one. Close your eyes. Imagine that your body is a candle. And your body is a candle. And your soul is a flame. And as the flame of your soul radiates and glows, your entire body is melting like candle wax. Slowly bring your attention back, wiggle your fingers and your toes, keep your eyes closed. Circling your wrists and your ankles, and when it feels good for you, bring your legs together, point your toes, reaching your arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, soles of your feet flat, turning onto your right side. Use your arm as a pillow. And then take your time to come up into a comfortable seat. Eyes are closed, palms resting on the backs of your knees. Your face and jaw relax. Feel the sensations, vibration. Bring your hands in Namaste, center of your chest, bow your head. We are infinite spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. Drop your hands, cup your eyes, and slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Namaste. And together we've collected our 30 minutes of activity today. And don't forget to tag at Dubai Fitness Challenge in your videos, as well as hashtag Dubai 30x30. Thank you so much for joining me today and for sharing your energy with me, and good luck on your fitness journey. Namaste.